Hello everyone, and today we will initiate with our 5 variable puzzle. I know it's a big challenge to deal with this 5 variable puzzle, and we are not just going to deal with this 5 variable puzzle. In fact, there is some ingredient also involved in this, and that ingredient is based on the rank, the order. You have to arrange them based on their order also, some gender also, and there are some more informations. So why to delay? Let's initiate with that and let's see our first slide. So my dear friend, this is our first slide which says that there are 11 friends. Okay, means it is a 5 variable puzzle, and not just a 5 variable puzzle. In fact, there are too many things involved in this. And why I am saying that? The reason behind is very simple, just because there are 11 friends. Previously, we were dealing with the numbers which was saying something 7, 8, 9, but right now the number is quite a big one. And it says that there are 11 friends, and the friends are from A to K in an alphabetical order. But there is nothing to do with this alphabetical order, okay? Further, among them, there are 5 professors, 1 doctor, 1 engineer, and 4 scientists, means they got their different profession also. But here there is an advantage. The number of person involved in each and every profession means there is specific ratios clearly given. Okay, they got different rank from 1 to 11. Now they got different ranks also, and now the ranks are based from 1 to 11, simply just because persons are from 1 to 11 itself. So rank also has to be in the same way. One more information, not just one more, in fact many more, but right now let's see some other information. Professor got the rank from 1 to 5. Okay, one better thing that we have a clear note that from which to which rank the number of person are professor, and that is clearly given from 1 to 5. The doctor and the engineer got 6 and 7 rank, but not necessarily in the same order. I hope that this language is clear to each and every one. Not necessarily in the same order, which means it is not respectively. Okay, means you are not going to say that doctor is given first and the 6 is given first, so doctor and 6 are interrelated. No, it's not working on that note. We are not clear about the rank of doctor and engineer. Any of them can be 6 or 7. Okay, let's deal with the further information. The further informations are, but the scientists got the rank from 8 to 11. Okay, now the rank of the scientists are very clear that they are arranged from 8 to 11. Moreover, each of them prefer different subjects also. But when I just saw the subject, then I can clearly see that the number of subjects are not 11, which means there is some sort of repetition. Repetition means that there is certain ratio, certain distribution ratio. And what is that distribution ratio? Exactly, we are not aware about that. And the subjects are geography, physics, maths, English, chemistry and arts. Okay, further, now it's not ending here itself. There is some information based on gender also, and that information says there are 6 male and rest of them are female. So this is the introductory paragraph. But from this introductory paragraph itself, certain informations are very clear, and I hope that you guys have drawn some sort of structure based on this. But before I initiate with simplification, I want that you guys simplify itself. Okay. Now the first hand says D, who likes chemistry, got the 6th rank. All the professors are male, and A did not like maths. Fine. Second one says, in term of rank, I was immediately followed by F, who was immediately followed by E. I hope that you guys are clear with this word immediately followed. Just remember, it's not saying only followed, it's saying immediately followed. Okay, so don't misinterpret in that. I got the rank in these 3, I got the better rank in these 3 persons. Obviously, when each of them are immediately following each other, then I will be placed above. Let's proceed to our next slide, the second slide. Okay, now here are some more information which says 2 of the professors were from arts, and I think that rest of the information you can clearly see, and I believe that you should simplify it by yourself first of all. I would give you some time to simplify, then I will proceed with the simplification. But before I tell you how to deal with this puzzle, that is the 5 variable based puzzle, I want that you guys should be confident on whatever you did in your paperwork. So, first of all, you guys need to simplify it. Just read those informations very carefully, okay? You need to shortlist the hints. You have two tracks, either shortlist the hint or write them in the form of what? Symbolic representation, or which we also call it as a shorthand writing. It is also termed in the same way. Okay, so I hope that you guys are done with the simplification, or you just, if you are not done with the simplification, then you need to do a simple thing, that just pause the video on this note itself, because I can't give you enough time, otherwise it will be a bit a lengthy one. So just pause the video here itself and then let's initiate with the simplification, and let's proceed to our third slide. Let's see the third slide. Okay, so I hope that you guys are done with the, I have considered this thing that you guys are done with the simplification. And now it's my turn to simplify. And I just want to explain you how my simplification is different with that of yours. Just a simple thing, okay. Before proceeding towards anything, I just draw this basic chart, 11%, and then there are certain columns also. In the introduction paragraph itself, many information are given, okay. First of all, my priority will be to collect all the information which is provided in that introduction paragraph before proceeding to that point-wise hints, okay. So let's see that. There are 11 friends, okay. Among them 5 professor, and they got different rank. Professor got the rank from 1 to 5. So, okay, one thing is clear, that professor are arranged from 1 to 5. So let's write it down. Professor, one more, 4th, and then 5th. Okay. Professors are arranged from 1 to 5. Further, one more information is associated with that, and that says doctor and the engineer got 6 and 7 rank respectively. But what is the challenge? Right now I am not sure about the order. So what I would prefer, doctor / engineer, and in 7th rank E/D. Okay. Now let's see the next one. What does it says? The next one says scientist got the rank from 8 to 11. So scientist, and 11th rank also. Scientist means there are 4 scientists. Fine, we are done with this thing. There are 6 male and rest of them are female. Okay, and they prefer different subject also. But before that, have you ever thought that why I considered this rank only? Why I considered rank only before simplifying this puzzle? Why my classification, categorization, pillar and basics is rank itself? Why is that? This is the major part of your puzzle. You have to shortlist, you need to shortlist in a very smart way that what should be the basic variable or the pillar of your simplification. That is the big challenge. You can simplify in any node. If you are preferring profession, you can simplify from that also. If you are preferring subject, you can simplify with that also. If you are preferring different person name, you can simplify with that also. But I preferred this rank order. Did you remember that how we deal with floor based puzzle? What do we do? In that one, do we write straight away the name of that 7, 8, 9 or 10 person? No. We simplify them based on their floor. Whatever that order is, 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, whatever they say, the given hint says, we simplify based on that note itself. Same thing is done here also. I prefer to simplify or to make this rank my basic pillar, my basic variable, and on the basis of this only, I am going to simplify the rest of them. Okay. So from introduction paragraph I got these things. Now I have to proceed to certain points whichever are mentioned in that slide. But before proceeding toward that hint, toward that point, did you notice that in this there is a, if the puzzle is bit lengthy one, okay, I won't say that it is very difficult or very high level puzzle. No, it's not. It's something, some of you might prefer that it's a moderate one, and some of you might say that it's above moderate one. It's person to person differences, but it's somehow close by to that moderate itself. But the basic challenge is this: whenever we see puzzle in a standard node, we see that each and every information is provided in that paragraph basis, okay. And whenever the sitting and the puzzle have information based on that paragraph basis, definitely that is the lengthy one, that is the challenge one. But whenever the puzzle or the sitting, I am talking about both these things, okay, whenever the puzzle and the sitting have informations in this point wise, whether you can say point or bullet writing in anything, but they are not in that paragraph node, whenever they are in this point wise, it is quite convenient and it is very easy to simplify when it is based on this point. Whether it is a puzzle, whether it is a sitting arrangement, whether it is a 4 variable puzzle, a 5 variable puzzle, a 6 variable puzzle, or a numerical based puzzle, whatever it is. But whenever a puzzle is based on this point wise writing or in point wise hint or in bullet wise hint, it is very convenient. And why I am saying that? Just listen very carefully whatever I am saying. Whenever the hints are given in point wise, it's quite easy to filter them, okay. See, now let's check my language. If each and every information is given in paragraph, okay, and you are in an examination hall and you are simplifying that paragraph, at that note, all of a sudden you thought that I need that hint which somewhere I read before some second. Are you able to trace out that hint on that node? No. It's very tough task in paragraph to search any hint with which you are done and which you have read it before itself, okay. So it's a tough task to read and to trace out that hint. But whenever it is in a point wise writing, it is damn convenient to trace out that given hint, okay. So this puzzle can be simplified on 2 bases. One is the standard way which we do, that is the shorthand writing, or which we also call it as a symbolic representation. You can simplify this puzzle based on that symbolic information. Write whatever the information are provided to you based on that point wise, whatever the hints are given, you need to write it down. All the indirect hint, whatever we write it down are the indirect hint, and direct hint are clearly placed in our basic chart itself. And now today I will explain you another level, another way to deal with this puzzle. I won't prefer to write too many things based on this this whiteboard. I won't prefer to write many information. In fact, I would prefer to filter these hints. And how to filter these hints? Let's see that. First of all, I will follow the synchronization. I will follow their order itself. Let's see the first one. D, who likes chemistry, got the 6th rank. Okay, we have a clear and direct hint, so definitely I will place it. D, who got the 6th rank, likes chemistry. Fine, I placed it. All the professors are male. Okay, fine, I can place this information also. All the professors are male. Fine, we are done with that. And A did not like maths. So this is very less. A part of that hint is left. And the part of that hint is A did not like maths. So, okay, I will write it down somewhere here. A did not like maths. Why I am writing it down? Basic. The basic requirement of writing it down is this, that with that first point itself, in that first point I have simplified many things, but this is the part of that first point, and just because of this part, I won't prefer that I should read it again and again. So I wrote it down in the form of symbolic information, just because it is a part of that hint, not the whole hint. If the whole hint was useless, then I would say that I am leaving this point number 1, okay. But this is a part of that, so I am writing it down. Let's proceed towards our second hint. Second hint says, in terms of rank, I was immediately followed by F. See, now there are two words, two languages which is used in puzzle, and that is, one is followed and another one is immediately followed. If it would say something like this, in term of rank, I was followed by F. I was followed by F, which means that we will place I, then we will place F somewhere below I. And what is the exact position of this somewhere? We don't know. But it will not, I can't say it can be exactly just after I also. Having some gap also, there can be number of gap also, we are not aware of that. But whenever there is word immediately given, we are clear that there is no gap required between I and F. Okay. So, I will write this hint in the form of some short representation. In term of rank, I was immediately followed by F. I is followed by F. Okay. Further, one more information, F who was immediately followed by E. Now, F is followed by E. So, E will come after F. I got the better rank in these three persons. Obviously, I will place above them. So, I is getting the better rank. Fine. One thing is done. Let's proceed towards our next slide and let's see some more hints. And now, the hint says in point number 3, two of the professor were from arts. I can't justify this hint right now. So, I am skipping point number 3. And I am not in the mood of writing it in the form of symbolic way. Why I am not writing it down? Because I am eliminating this whole point 3. So, I am not writing it down. Let's see the point number 4. K was one of the scientists and J does not like geography. I don't find it helpful right now I can't place this information in my basic chart. If I have to consider this hint, then I have to write it down in the form of symbolic representation. So, actually I am skipping point number 4 also right now. Let's see the point number 5. G and I like the same subject, which is not arts, and exactly one person was between them in the ranking list. Actually, I can't justify point number 5 also right now. So, I am skipping that also. Point number 6. Geography is liked by 3 friends. Okay, point number 6 is helpful. Why it is helpful? Just before we read that based on their different subject, we are not exactly aware about the ratio, about the distribution of their subject. But this point number 6 is giving us a clear hint based on that distribution. Let's see what does it says. Geography is liked by 3 friends. So, I can write it down something like this. Geography is liked by 3 friends. Okay, let's see the further one. No other subject is liked by more than 2 friends. Okay, for rest of the subject, the preferred person will be somewhere less than 2, not more than 2. Let's see the next information. Physics and maths were the only subject that had 1 person each. Only physics and maths. So, physics 1 and again maths 1. Physics 1 and then maths 1. We are done with 3 subjects. The clear ratio of 3 subjects are provided. Okay. Now, 3 more subjects are left. And what are these 3 more subjects? One is English, another one is chemistry, and the last one is arts. We are left with these 3 subjects also. But I think that you guys also noticed that the ratio of distribution, this ratio is also clear. How it is clear? Each and at least one person prefer any one subject, okay, at least one, okay, one hint. Another, not more than 2, at least 1 and not more than 2, and 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So, how many friends are left right now? 5 are done, means 6 are left. 6 are left, so we can clearly distribute them based on that condition itself. 2, 2 and 2. We can distribute it on this note. Okay. So, this is also done. From point number 6, we didn't get any sort of a clear information which we can place in our basic chart, but we got some clear information based on their ratio. Okay, it's good. That's why I considered point number 6 right now. Okay. Now, we are done with point number 6. Let's read the next point, that is the point number 7. Point number 7 says H and B likes English and they got 2 and 10 rank respectively. Okay. Now, they have used one word and that is respectively, which means that their ranks are quite clear. Now point number 7 is termed as a direct hint. This is termed as indirect hint because I can't clearly place them. Okay, but point number 7 is the direct hint. I can place that hint in my basic chart itself. So let's initiate with that. Point number 7 says H and B likes English and they got rank 2 and 10 respectively. Means H is placed on 2 and 10 is placed on, B is placed on rank number 10. Moreover, their subject is also same and the subject is English. Okay, done with that. Let's proceed on. Let's see point number 8. Point number 8 says C is a male who likes physics. Okay, we got some information. C is a male who likes physics, is the doctor. We got too many information related with this C. C is a male, likes physics, is the doctor. Fine. We have two options related with this doctor. See, we wrote it down. D/E means doctor/engineer. So C would be placed somewhere upward or downward, but we can't place C here because this position is already occupied, and in any rest of them I can't consider doctor because they are clearly given professors, scientists, and these are only two possible places for doctor. And one doctor, if I am writing doctor here, then I can't place C here, which clearly says that D is not a doctor, which means that D is engineer. And when this is clear that D is engineer, then this is also clear that at rank number 7, doctor will come. And who is doctor? Just now we read that hint, C. And one more information, C is a male. So I wrote it down here, the gender also, C, gender is male. And the subject is also clear, the subject is physics. One more information is given there. And he was immediately before J according to their rank. C is immediately before J. So C is before J. Fine, we are done with this thing. And at this note, one information is also clear. And what's that? In the previous hint also we came to know that the total number of male are 6. We read it in that introduction paragraph itself that there are total 6 male. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had traced out 6 male, which clearly implicates that rest of them are female. We are done with gender also. We are done with gender, we are done with profession, and this rank order is already sorted because we considered it as our consideration pillar. And now we are left with only two things. One is person and another one is subject. But before reading some more hint or any other hint, I prefer to justify this hint. Why? As I can clearly see that many of the places are already occupied in this given. See, many of the places are occupied and I need back to back 3 vacant places. To place them, I, then F, then E, which clearly means that I need 3 back to back vacant places. And back to back vacant place 3, I am not getting here, I am not getting here. Yeah, sure, here. I can see 3 blank places back to back, so I will place this information I, F and E here itself. We are done with these persons also, okay. Now, I don't think that I can justify this hint right now. A does not like maths, so I am not considering this hint. I just simplified this one, okay. Now, let's read some more hint. And the 9th hint, the last hint says, the scientist who got 9th rank likes maths. Scientist who got 9th rank means this is scientist, it is clearly given. Subject is decided at this 9th rank and that subject is maths. We are done with this thing, okay. So now, you guys just remember that before proceeding towards this thing, toward this conclusion, I skipped some of the hints just because I considered them that they are not useful to me at that moment, but right now in this situation actually they are useful. Let's see, let's consider point number 5. Point number 5 says G and I like the same subject which is not arts and exactly one person was between them in the ranking list. Why I preferred this hint? Because I have placed I here, just now I placed I. So I remember that when I have placed I have read somewhere hint which was related with I, and this is the point number 5. That was the hint which was related with I. There is a gap of 1% between G and I, so obviously G will come here. Moreover, one more information is given that they like the same subject and that subject is not arts. G and I like the same subject and that is not arts. Before I proceed toward the exact conclusion of that point number 5, let's see something. Chemistry is preferred by 2% and we have placed just 1. Geography, some information are left. English is placed by 2%. Okay, we are done with this thing. Okay, we are done with English. Maths is preferred by a single person. Yes, we have placed that. Physics is preferred by a single person. Yes, we have placed that. So, we are done with these 3 subjects. Only 3 subjects are missing and that are geography, chemistry and arts. Fine. Now, another information what that said just, G and I preferred the same subject but that subject is not arts. Fine. So, for G and I only 2 subjects are left. One is geography and another one is chemistry. Okay. If I will place chemistry here, then obviously chemistry will come here also. Okay. And one more chemistry is there. So, total number of person who are preferring chemistry will come as 3. But here we have clear indication of that the total number of person who prefer chemistry are 2. So, this and this can't be chemistry. So, we are left with only one option and that is geography. So, we placed it here. That point is clear. Now, when we are done with this thing, let's proceed towards some more hint and that was point number 3 which says 2 of the professors were from arts. There were total 5 professors. We have justified 3 professor subject and in any of that subject we haven't placed arts yet. And that this information point number 3 says 2 of the person were from arts. Okay, so we can clearly write arts here. Arts and arts because we are left with only these 2 places in the context of that professor. Okay. Now, this hint is also justified. Before anything else, one more information. Now, I think I can justify this hint which says A does not prefer maths and this one is maths. We are left with only 2 persons. One is A and another one is K. I can't write A here, then I will contradict this hint. So, I can't place A here. So, definitely I am going to place K here. And we are left with only one vacant position. So, I will place A here. Only subject is missing and let's see point number 4. And point number 4 says K was one of the scientists. Yes, it is justified. And J does not like geography. J does not like geography and we are left with only 2 subjects. One is geography and another one is chemistry. And when J does not like geography, then J has to prefer chemistry. Only one vacant place is left. So, we will place geography here and hence total number of preferring geography becomes 3. And so, our puzzle is simplified. I want you guys just to clearly see this puzzle and I hope that you guys are also getting the same answer. I am providing you a clear view, clear vision because I think that you will not be able to see each and everything in the clear note because I was simplifying at that moment. But right now you can see that clearly. Okay, and just cross check your answer that whether your answer is correct or wrong. So, today we learned another method to simplify puzzle and that method was prior we have learned which was termed as symbolic representation, something like this. This is known as symbolic representation. We write the information in the shorthand writing. Okay. Previously we have learned this thing. Today what we learned was that filtration process. Filtration process means we have applied filter in considering these hints. Which filter? That I have to prefer this hint before this hint and I have to prefer this hint or not this hint, something like that. But my dear friend, just remember another word. Now you might having the second thought in your mind that why we can't simplify this filtration process in that paragraph. No, it will be a very big challenge. It's my suggestion, follow or not follow is your call. In paragraph writing, whenever the information is provided in paragraph, whether it is a puzzle or a sitting, then at that moment shorthand writing would be the best option. Okay, because you will not get confused in whatever you have read. There is no anything that you need to discriminate or you need to shortlist because each and everything is written in your rough sheet, something like this, है ना? So just prefer this thing whenever the information is in paragraph mode. But whenever the information is provided, can we see that slide please? Yeah, sure. But whenever that information is provided in this point writing, just you can see in this slide, in this point writing, then rather than this symbolic representation, I prefer filtration process. There are two ways to simplify. One is writing too many things. Okay, you have to write too many things. And the another way is that you have to consider too many things. And in this process, your concentration skill need to be a very good one. You should have a damn good concentration power. Then only you can filter these hints. Otherwise, you will get messed up in between. So now there are two different ways. You can follow any of them, whichever you prefer, whether that's shorthand writing or this filtration process. It's your call. But trust me, this filtration process acquires less time to simplify puzzle. So I hope that you today you have learned something new, how to deal with these puzzles, and above all, without writing too many things in that another page or our rough sheet or whatever we have, without writing too many things symbolically. So I hope that this is clear to you, this method is clear to you. If in any case you have some doubt, don't worry. In upcoming sessions, we will pick some more challenging puzzles and sitting just to justify this process. Okay. So thank you all for watching this session. Thanks a lot.